I'm literally pulling my hair out. I just got home. I saw the chart on NBRV, and I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm going to recap in this video talking about some of the trades that I made today and how I could have made so much money. So I'll start out with this trade on HMNY. I got in there at the 347 area. You can see right there, 347 area, and then took profit up here. We found some resistance up in this area there, the 360s. I took profit at 357. So I had about a $10, I had about a 10-cent jump there, 1,000 shares, made $100. So you can see HMNY making a big move. It ended up going up there to 385, double top finally, and then pulling back. But HMNY this morning doing a little bit of a jump, made $100 on that one. Not the stock that we're really going to talk about here is NBRV, and I don't even want to talk about it, but we're going to do it. We're going to talk about it and talk about how frustrating this morning was and kind of just break it all down here on NBRV. So this morning, NBRV gapped up 100%. It gapped up from the $7 area on Friday. It closed at $7. It gapped up this morning, got to the $15 area. Pre-market, it just started going down, down, down. It was up 100%, and I'm thinking, okay, this is looking pretty good. This is probably going to be the short of the day, maybe a long, but I think it got a short here because this stock got sold off on Friday, and all of a sudden now it's gapping up. There's going to be people trying to take profit that are sad. If you look at the overall daily chart, NBRV, this was not that pretty. I woke up this morning, I found NBRV, and this really was the stock that I should have made a lot. I should have literally hit my quota for the month on this stock. This is the kind of move that comes along every couple weeks that's just like, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. It was too easy, but obviously it wasn't that easy because it didn't work out for me. You can see NBRV here. This is the 5-minute chart. It dropped down there right from open from the $14 area, and then by noon it was down there below $9. Low of day was there at $8.65. So insane move here on NBRV. Nobody knew it would drop from a $14 area down there to $8 area. I mean, it was just, unless you were a fortune teller, you had no idea. But NBRV this morning, I'll kind of break it down looking here at the 1-minute chart. I went short on this first candle, which I don't know why, I talked about like not going short on the first candle. My plan really, I was like thinking like maybe this gets to $14 and then I shorted there. It actually got to $14. It got up there to $14, which was the most amazing short entry. So I ended up going short there at the 1370 area. It jumped up there to the 1413. I covered basically the top of that 1-minute candle. And then I shorted again thinking it was going to go lower. And I was like, oh my God, it's going to go lower now. So I ended up going short there at 1389. You can see, boom, 1389 is going short, trying to get that fill. And it ended up just getting a little quick drop, got down to the 1370 area, made 30 cents, took profit, and then shorted again here on this candle, 1355, which it came back up a little bit and then it started to break. And I really screwed myself because I ended up trying to double down. I wanted to get more shares on the break here at the 1350 area. You can see this 1350 area was like, looking, like support. 1350 area broke. I ended up covering there on accident. I wanted to short 500 more shares. I wanted to have 1,000 shares short. And you can see this move. It went down there to the 1275 area. So, I mean, you can just imagine the frustration that I had there. And basically at that point, I was basically break even. And then I got this trade here. I thought we'd get a double top of the 1275 here, which then it went to $13. I ended up covering there into that resistance. Bad, 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 bad. All over bad. But you can see, I mean, what a pain, though. Literally, right now it's down there to $9 again. I don't even want to talk. It's literally frustrating for me to look at this and just kind of break it down. I got one good trade on it. I actually got two trades here. Ended up going short. You can see right there at the 1250 area, we dropped down there. We got below this resistance there at the 1234. It got down to 1225. It found support. It came back up, and I shorted here at 1247. I got 500 shares short there. Pulled down here to 1138 area. So I ended up going small size with 250 shares there at the 1248 area, 1250 area, and then ended up pulling back all the way down here to 1138. So at that point, I was up $1, and I was like, okay, this looks pretty good. This might keep going lower. So I gave it some time. I was watching the trend. It came back up to the 1188 area. I went short one more time there at the 1163 area. That way I had 500 shares, and I took profit there at the 1088. It was pretty good. I'm happy with it. It was a good move. But overall, NBRV, it should have been a much, much bigger day, guys. This should have been a $5,000 day. Easy for me. I really should have capitalized, should have really killed this move. I left after 10 o'clock, and then it went lower and lower, and now you can see it's down there to the $9 area. So I ended up in the green here on NBRV. So I was down almost 200 bucks after the first couple trades there on NBRV. Luckily, I had one more short there, kind of just calmed down. Kind of was like, okay, this is going lower. I'm gonna look for resistance. I'm gonna look for that area. You know, we broke through the support area. Then we finally got there, and I was like, okay, now it's time to go. $511 there on NBRV, and making $100 there on HMNY, and then $62 long. So overall on the day, not a bad day. Not a bad day at all. But it should have been so much more. It should have really been an amazing day. It should have been one of those days where I'm just like running out the door in excitement. That should have been the day that it was, but it wasn't. And you know, I was just trying to play it safe, planning to play it smart, but at the same time, look at this move. I mean, it's easy to say hindsight's always 20/20, but NBRV was really the big crazy move of the day. And then I don't know, it's one of those things. I could sit here all day long and say the what ifs, what I should have done, what I could have done better. I could have traded it, you know, definitely a little bit better. I should have waited. The pre-market, I was sitting there, I'm like, okay, this thing gets to $14, which it possibly could. You get to $14, and then I'm gonna go short there and get this drop, which you know, beautiful short there from the $14 area, which I covered at the $14 area, which is, I don't, you know, in the moment, it's one of those things. I was short, and then I went short again, got a better average, wanted to double down. It's just one of those days. Hotkeys can be your friend. Hotkeys can also mess you up sometimes when you go to cover. Make sure you're hitting the right hotkey. Make sure your fingers are, you know, programmed for the right hotkeys on the day. It's what it is. NBRV, one of those crazy movers.